welcome to Retrocore, where we take a time out from the 2000s and head back to the 80s and 90s. Today, the video might be a little bit controversial because I'm going to be talking about top 3 movies from the 80s that I think could be remade successfully today. I know a lot of you are purists and don't believe any movies from the 80s or 90s should be remade. Generally, I do agree with you, but I feel like it's just something that'd be fun to think about. And let me make my case for these. I'm also going to be talking about my top 3 movies that definitely should never be remade under any circumstances. I hope you agree with me on those. So let's take a look. Big, starring Tom Hanks, 1988. I really like the premise of this movie, and I feel like it is timeless. As a kid, I watched the movie, and I loved it because I could relate to it because I wanted to be an adult, too. Now that I'm an adult, I want to be a kid. But I do think that this could be remade, and that's because while Tom Hanks was great in this role, I don't think he actually made the role. He wasn't the only one that could play that part. And as long as they bring back the big piano, I think I will be okay with someone else stepping into Tom Hanks' shoes and bringing this idea into a whole new generation of kids. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, 1986, starring Matthew Broderick. Okay, let me explain. I'm going to make my case for this one. So I really love the plot of this. I love the antics that they get into. I think Matthew Broderick was the right actor for the right time for this movie, and it worked out great. However, I honestly think somebody could replace him nowadays and the supporting cast, and I think it could still be a really fun movie, especially to see what it would be like nowadays to kind of skip school and get into all this craziness. And I think a new generation of kids would really enjoy that. I mean, we'll always have the original to watch, so it's not like we're erasing it. But I did see that they're coming out with a spin-off of following the 2 valets for a day. So the valet's day off. I guess that's interesting, but I would have rather a full-on remake of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. We shall see.
Bueller.
The Never-Ending Story, 1984. I know everybody is going to hate me for this one, but hear me out, okay? Awesome story. I love the fantasy of this. Of course, love Falcor, love Atreyu. We love all of these characters. And I love even the sad moments of this movie because that's what burned this into my brain. The only reason I say that I would like to see this remade is because it has that early 80s kind of darkness to it. And that darkness, I think, prevents it from being a classic for our children because they just don't watch those kind of dark quality of movies, at least the ones that I know don't. And I really think that this could be brought to a modern day audience with some more modern, bright elements. And as I was researching this, I did find out that the rights for The Neverending Story were bought, and it is going to be made into a series, I believe, that I saw. So I might have made a good prediction on this one. The jury is out. We will see if The Neverending Story remake is good or not. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, 1989. Are we all going to agree that this should not be remade? Yes, we are. Why? Because of Alex Winters and Keanu Reeves. They embody the spirit of Bill and Ted, the cluelessness, the valley talk, but the ultimate likability. And I will say that I enjoyed both of the sequels to this, even though one of them was a modern day sequel, it still had the original characters, so it made the movie. I cannot imagine this without those 2 actors. They were everything. Bill and Ted is here to stay original.
All we are
is dust in the wind, dude.
The Goonies, 1985. Do I need to say anything? Do I really? This just magical group of kids came together with the right writer, the right directors, the right producer. Everything made sense about this movie. And guess what? No, it doesn't need to be remade because it's still totally relevant and feels new to the new generation today. My son watches this. He loves this movie. It's got all the action, the brightness, the laughs. The kids are relatable. Still, there have been talks of remakes of this, not received very well. There have been talks of continuation of this with the same actors, received very well. We shall see if that will come about one day. I would be totally open to seeing a reunion of this cast. Will Corey Feldman be quite the same? I'm not sure, but won't that be half the fun of watching it? Back to the Future, 1985. No one better come after me for this one because I'm including Back to the Future 2 and 3, by the way. This is my favorite movie franchise of all time. I mean, come on. We have Michael J. Fox, boundless energy, just riding us along. Christopher Lloyd, the scatterbrained Doc. Those two together, what a pair. I mean, who's ever going to say 1.21 gigawatts as crazy as he did?
1.21 gigawatts! 1.21 gigawatts!
And let's not forget Thomas Wilson. He played Biff. Oh my gosh, Biff. He is so forgotten about, but he really gave that movie another depth, and I can't imagine another character playing him or anyone else for that matter. The music, the soundtrack, Huey Lewis and the News, are you kidding me? That's the power of love. Every time you heard that just kick in and Michael J. Fox was whipping around on a skateboard, it just did something to you inside. There is no touching this. Nobody better come after this movie. It is timeless. It looks like it was made yesterday. For some reason, everything in it feels fresh and new. The multiple timelines. It is just amazing. It cannot be remade. Do you hear me, Hollywood? Do not remake this movie. Hey guys, thanks for watching. It's fun to think back on what makes these movies so special and unique to the 80s, and maybe a couple of them can be brought back into the 2020s. We shall see. I'm sure there's more remakes ahead in the future, but for now, let's just keep watching the originals. Have a great day.